Hey, Sarah. Thanks for getting together to discuss some of the big literacy topics in education today.
Of course. I always love hanging out with you to discuss anything literacy related. Our hope in this discussion today is to explain what structured literacy is, how it relates to the science of reading, and shed some light on how we embody these practices here at Stern.
My name is Malia Rubens. I'm the English Language Arts Coordinator as well as Learning Resource Specialist here at Stern. And with me today is
Sarah Ridenour. I'm our Director of Learning.
Sarah and I had the opportunity to attend the 75th International Dyslexia Association Conference, also known as IDA, in Dallas this past October. And Sarah, can you guess what's on my mind?
It's either structured literacy or morphology.
Sarah knows me so well. Morphology is always an interest of mine, but currently structured literacy is the top of mind.
It's top of mind for me too. I was so impressed with the new definition that the IDA presented.
Me too. I think it's so important to highlight all the aspects of structured literacy that our teachers are already doing here at Stern.
Okay, first, let's take a look at what structured literacy is. This infographic shows all the prongs of this instructional approach. The term was first coined by the IDA in 2014 to describe reading instructional practices that align with the science of reading. Last year, the IDA created this visual display of the what and how of structured literacy. Hey, Malia, what do these components look like in the classroom?
That's a great question. And I think it's important to first note that structured literacy, it's an instructional approach and it's not a program. And there are many different curriculums that one could draw from to teach these different concepts. The what of structured literacy is on the left side of the infographic, and these are the key elements taught in the process of reading. And those are the phonemes, graphemes, which is just a fancy term for the letter-sound correspondence, vocabulary and background knowledge, morphemes, or the smallest unit of meaning in a word, sentence structure and grammar, syllable types, text structure, orthographic conventions, also known as spelling, and critical thinking skills.
What was so interesting about hearing this so clearly defined is this mirrors our English Language Arts program. We have entry points and programs that address each one of these categories for all our upper elementary and middle school students. Intensive instruction is delivered in small groups as a part of our regular ELA classes. For students with dyslexia, we utilize our in-house reading program called Stern Reads. This program is Orton Gillingham based and allows students to engage in meaningful reading quickly. All of our other ELA classes incorporate the aspects of structured literacy. Because we track growth closely, we are highly aware of our students' acquisition of the essential components of language and supporting the comprehension of text.
For example, we recently did a novel study in middle school on Farewell to Manzanar. With this novel and with all of our English Language Arts units, our approach is explicit, comprehensive, systematic, and intensive, all of which are components identified on the right side of the infographic, or the how of structured literacy. To engage students in fluency practices, teachers and students identify complex words ahead of reading and break them apart into manageable syllables, as well as intentional fluency practices. In Farewell to Manzanar, the vocabulary and word complexity pushed our students to expand their word knowledge and build their comprehension strategies. A supportive, teacher-led classroom environment allows our students who struggle with decoding to engage in this level of text.
A big part of this work happens in our emphasis on supporting teachers. Our ELA team meets regularly to thoughtfully organize how to deliver this level of intensive support and instruction. During these meetings, we workshop novel choices, writing assignments, and word work. Our teaching team discusses weekly vocabulary and spelling studies. Our classes look closely at the construction of words for both literacy as well as comprehension.
What was so impactful coming home from IDA is that the structured literacy approach is best practice for all students, no matter their level of reading, and that these research-based methods are already in practice here at Stern. For anyone who would like to know more about Stern Reads program, you can visit our website or reach out to us for more information.
Stern Reads is awesome. I'm so grateful we get to engage in this necessary work and that the professional growth of the program is supported by the community here at Stern.
To those watching or listening to our first Reading Roundtable, we hope this sheds light on our philosophy, which is that everyone deserves to read, think critically, and put their thoughts into words in a meaningful way.
Cheers to that, Malia.